Hey guys, Willie and Murfitt here for Golf Hacker magazine with Sophie Walker at the Farm Foods British Par 3.
We're going to go out there, catch some celebrities and pros, watch some golf and do some quick fire questions.
Pew pew pew! Okay, so we had the opportunity to meet, greet and talk with the professionals and celebrities at the British Par 3. In this video, we are talking to the celebrities. So we have Derek Redmond, athlete. We have James Jordan, dancer and all-round funny guy. Dean Aston, footballer, played for England. And John Hartson, who played for Arsenal. That's it. Enjoy.
When did you start playing golf?
When I was an apprentice at Luton, so we're talking nearly 30 years ago now. Okay. I'm 43 now, 27 years ago when I was 16.
Since I was about 5, so about 19 years.
Okay.
No, that's not right, is it? I'm not that young. Try 29 years.
29 years.
2014 was when I came back to it. So I started many moons ago, early 90s. I moved on to a golf course. I bought a house on a golf course. Sacrilegiously didn't play for a couple of years when I first moved on, then started hacking around, then stopped after a couple of years, got into racing motorbikes, and I started back in taking it seriously in 2014.
I reckon about 15 years.
Who was the best golfer in your sport?
Who is the best golfer? I would say was somebody like John Regis. So John plays off of about 6. He's a big old lump and he hits the ball a country mile, so I'd have to say him because he'd beat the crap out of me if I didn't.
Jimmy Bullard. I watched him hit a few balls at the Belfry once and he hit it like a pro.
For me, there was a couple. You've got Paul Telfer, who's brilliant. I played at West Ham with Julian Dix, who went on the tour for a while, Dixie. And John Moncur is also a brilliant golfer. All single handicappers, terrific golf players.
In the dance world, who's the best golfer? Most steady would probably be Anton, I would say. Yeah, I would say Anton is probably the most steady.
I bet you hit the ball further than me.
Of course I do. Well, that's what I think it's about.
Have you ever had a hole-in-one?
Never had a hole-in-one, and my dad has had 2. And he started playing golf when he was about 58, which really annoys me. He's had 2 holes. That's greedy.
Amy Bolden hasn't had 1, and she's your partner.
She's my
partner.
partner. Well, that's not very good, is it?
So you both need to pull your finger
So I've
out.
got a dud partner. Is that what you're saying?
No.
We're playing a par. No, you are. Look, why are you laughing? Awkwardly.
Yeah, I did think when she said none, I was like, because my question was, how many holes in one have you had? And then she just looked at me, she's like, no. So I've now got to change my question.
Oh, really?
Have you had a hole in one? If so,
Right, because you just assumed everyone.
I mean, she's a professional.
Playing in part, she gets 18 chances today.
I've not. Probably the closest I might have been was today on the 7th as it rolled back down the hill. I think the guy behind said it was a couple of inches away, so I haven't. No, that's definitely a goal.
So I've never had a hole-in-one. I've played in this for about 3-4 years now, and I've never had a hole-in-one. So that's my ultimate. Yeah.
Okay. If so,
Never.
how many? Never.
Never. I've never had 180 on a dartboard, and I've never had a hole-in-one in golf.
Okay.
In the footballing world, who is the biggest bandit out there?
There's too many. There's so many. So they don't know what a handicap is. Whatever it takes on the day to win. Normally, no shame as well. No shame either.
Do you know what? When you play in a golf competition, right, you're not really meant to win. You're not meant. If I'm playing off 11, you're not meant to win. I've got to play to 2 to win. Now, what drives me mad is people go and they play off 28. So you know straight away they're going to pick the trophy up. They go off a 28 to win. You're not meant to win. If a pro plays golf, he's got to shoot 7 under around that course to actually beat the guys off 28.
So maybe that is your golfing no-no, bandits.
Oh, bandits just drive me mad because does it mean that much to them?
Yeah.
I'll buy them a golf bag if they want a golf bag. I'll even throw 4 balls in and a glove and a hat as well.
Biggest bandit, Jack Hayes. I reckon he's a bandit.
Well, to be honest, I would actually say on previous years it would always be Brian McFadden, because he is a really good golfer and he was always played off 12. However, he was playing behind me yesterday in the group behind, and I didn't see his ball on the green he was playing out of places I didn't realise people can play from. So
maybe he was getting his bad shots out of the way.
maybe, but there were quite a lot of them. So yeah, I would say yeah, but he's still a bandit.
Still a bandit.
Yeah, he's a good golfer.
What's your highest score on a hole?
I've blobbed a few in my times. I've had a couple of 10s.
Oh, we've had a pro that says 14.
Oh really?
So, yeah,
oh
I mean,
no, I've had some 10s. I've had some 10s.
It was actually the other week, and I got a 9.
Oh, I normally write NR after about 7.
Okay.
So I just walk off without
We've
a
had
score.
one pro say 14, I think. So.
I must have had more than that. I'd say 15.
Yes.
What time did you get to bed last night?
I can't remember. No, I think. What time did we get to bed last night, Brian McFadden?
Done.
What time did we get to bed?
Officially or for the cameras? For the cameras, we were in bed by 11:30 last night.
Yes, 11:30.
Just before midnight, before the carriage.
We did have
pumpkin.
one glass of wine though, didn't we? Had a glass of wine.
It was quite a large one. Some people might even call it a marquee rather than a glass.
Yeah, if you ask anybody else, they could probably say about 5 o'clock.
Well, apparently there's a video going around of us singing in the bar at 5 o'clock this morning, so be careful what you lie about. How you doing? You alright?
Well, actually, because I had a late night on Wednesday and had a few too many drinks, I went to have a nap at 6 p.m. last night and woke up at 3 a.m. and it had all finished.
And then straight back to bed if you could.
Poor, very, very poor form from me.
Who's the best putter you've ever played with? This can be a pro or just a friend.
Constantino Rocca there.
Was he good?
What a putter. He
He held that one at St Andrews, didn't he?
Oh, honestly, he was phenomenal there. And I also played with Paul Y, who's played in the Ryder Cup. A real privilege to have played with them two today. A real boost, really, as well. A bit of a bonus. Two great people. Talking us all the way through. The only thing was, Paul was giving me a few tips. And tips are for the range.
Yeah, you can get in your head.
Threw me a little bit.
Yeah.
He's a real gentleman, an Arsenal supporter as well. So we discussed Arsenal on the way round, but Mr. Is it Rocco or Rocca? Constantino Rocca. Constantino Rocca there was a tremendous putter, joy to watch. Just the weight they just fall in the hole, incredible.
Yeah, it's dead weight. It can be putter. It can be celebrity or pro or just a friend.
I would probably actually say one of my friends that I play with is called Jack Colgate, and he's on the Euro Pro Tour. He's a great putter.
Very good putter.
Now, Charlie Hall's got a bar named after her in the clubhouse. If you had a bar, what would you call it?
The Dutchman's, probably. A little bit of my ancestry. Always, whenever I'm doing fantasy football games and bits like that, it'll always be Van Ashton.
Van Ashton's. That would be good.
Van Ashton's, yeah.
That would be good.
JJ's Bar of Destruction.
That's a tough one. Trying to think of some of the pros that I've played with. Can't think of off the top of my head at the moment. Who I'm ever playing with today, I'm sure will be the best pro I've ever played with.
All right, Becky Bruce. Yeah, I'm sure.
Becky, yeah, there you go.
Okay. If you were to choose, would you play golf without a glove or without golf tees?
Ooh, possibly without golf tees, because I sweat a lot and the club would end up slipping in my hand. So I would say without golf tees.
Okay. So what are your golfing no-nos? What do you hate to see on the golf course?
What do I hate to see?
We've had somebody who doesn't like when people forget to rake bunkers, or do that with the club, or iron head covers has been one.
Oh really?
Some people don't like to say the word.
Yeah, I like saying. I do get them occasionally, it doesn't bother me. Probably I would actually say, yeah, raking bunkers, because I'm in them quite a lot. My ball doesn't often go on the green, so when you go in the bunker and someone left a footprint or something, it can be annoying. Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things, but I think just walking across your line is probably the worst thing you could do.
Well, I just think it's waiting around, isn't it? It's normally par threes really where you get a bit of a bottleneck and things like that. Because I have my own golf day. I have my own golf day at Turnberry.
Oh, wow.
I've been up to the Carrick, the John Hartson Foundation golf day. Next year we're going to Turnberry again. So we have it every year now, like an annual thing. So.
What shot do you hate?
Little chips onto a green. Yeah, I end up fluffing them. Got no feel.
Let's hope you hit the greens in regulation.
Absolutely, this is the worst place to have that, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
And finally, you travel quite a bit back in the days when you was playing football, and I imagine even still so now. What is the first thing you look for in a hotel room? The first thing you go for?
The first thing I do is always remove the silly rug that's on the bed and the stupid cushions that are there, and untuck the bed. Why anyone would tuck their bed in? So that's the first thing I do. It really annoys me.
Turn the TV on every time. Yeah.